Hi, my name is Dr. Kimberly Applewhite. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I'm so excited that we're going to be watching Kaya's story together.
No one wants to see your dumb face. Don't even post it.
I mean, in this scene, we see just the doom scrolling on social media. And I have been a social media user for a long time. And so I recognize that it helps me connect to people that I haven't seen in a long time. It allows me to see things that are going on in people's lives. And there's times that I get a lot of fulfillment from that because I feel like I'm involved and I'm a part. But to scroll and see images of people that, aren't realistic, that are overly edited, that have all these filters, really does put a lot of pressure on for kids. It adds this anxiety about measuring up, especially because so much at this age is about a pecking order. And so it's hard to see that late at night and not have any place for recourse. I think one thing that can help kids, that parents can help their kids with, is good education on media and social media. It's called developing a media literacy. And so if it's known that people most of the time are posting things that they feel like people will like, that they over edit, that they're over-representing good times in their life and underrepresenting bad times, it really helps a kid who's scrolling understand that what they're seeing is only a hint of reality, but not the whole thing. And sometimes this can help normalize the feelings that they're having when they're trying to decide what to post, or even when they're contending with negative feelings for themselves. That probably everybody else is having these exact same experiences when they post, and it's not just the perfect people that have a reign on social media. I don't think anybody is perfect who uses social media. So what are ways that we can teach our children what it's not even all about the dangers of social media, but what are the realities of social media, and how do you live your life in a values-aligned way to connect when you want to connect and post the things that you want to post, and maybe quiet some of those voices that say it has to be perfect before it goes on. Modified images on social media and really in advertising everywhere in the media are pretty commonplace these days. And I think what strikes me as being ignorant than when I was younger is that there's a lot of subtlety. I can remember a time where you pretty much knew that a picture was edited because it didn't look real or it just had a certain quality to it. But now on social media, there's all these filters that make people look like they have makeup on and they don't, or they like change your face shape so that it looks a certain way. And so it really can provide a distorted sense of reality, or what reality should be, without you even knowing that this is going on. So it increases the pressure that to be accepted, you have to look a certain way, when the reality is that nobody looks that way, or very few people look like how they present themselves on social media. I think as parents, it can be a really hard thing to see your kids engage in negative self-talk, especially after viewing social media or utilizing social media. And the temptation would be to just take that phone away. And that's super understandable, because I know as a parent, I want to take away my kids' pain as well, or just go on a rampage and block out everything that would hurt my child. It's also important to recognize that social media and interaction with a peer group is a developmentally appropriate thing. And so it really is about helping our kids use social media wisely as opposed to decreasing the practice. So Can you encourage openness with your kids about the accounts that they're following and what kind of things that they're learning? And are there other people that you can follow on social media that align with other goals that a kid has? If they're following more models, can they follow more athletes or people that are working hard, reaching their goals? If music makes your kid happy, can they follow more music accounts or things that are more uplifting? Can they follow poetry accounts that are more about words and pictures and beautiful scenes as opposed to altered images of people? But overall, it's important for parents to understand something of the inner world of your child in engaging in social media rather than being critical of their use of social media or saying, you don't have to use that to be happy, or just not acknowledging that context in a real way. Even though that's understandable, it may come across as invalidating to a child who ultimately is just trying to figure out how their world works. And so a parent can be the perfect person to offer a helping hand and really do that as a collaborative process with the kid.